All right, so grow your people. Encourage a growth mindset. This is so true, and this is based on the research of Carol Dweck. I don't know if you've ever heard of Carol Dweck, but she does this research on mindset. There's a book called Mindset. It's a fabulous book. It's cited in a lot of books that other people write. But try to get people to believe that they can grow and change. Try to get people to believe that they can grow and change. So in each one of those 3 classes that I showed up for every semester, when I sat in the classroom, there were 4 people in my cohort. In other words, when they started my doctoral program, they took me and 3 other people. And so we would show up in a class, and there'd be PhD students from my program and a few other programs. There might be this many people sitting in the class, maybe 8, 9, 10 people at the most. I knew, because I knew the professor had seen my scores, because he told me how bad they were, I knew that every class I walked into, every professor would have the perception of me that I am not the smartest person in the room, right? And I knew that. I knew what my scores were. I knew that I was not the smartest person in the room. I have no control over that. And I didn't fret about it. Okay, so you're not the smartest person in the room. But I could control how much effort I put into the class. That is the one variable that I had 100% control over. And so what I purposed with every class is I looked at the 8 people sitting in the room. I just made it a personal competition. You will not work harder than me. You might be smarter than me. I can't control that. But you will not work harder than me. Does that make sense? And so I had this growth mindset. I'm going to outwork you. I can become better by working harder. And I never finished the top in any of my classes, I'm pretty sure, but I only made 1 B. I only made 1 B along the way. In the class I made a B in, there were no A's. All he gave was B's. Didn't give anybody an A. So, this is true. Your people's talent and abilities, what they can do, what they can accomplish, is as much a function of your beliefs about that as it is about their raw talent. If you hold the belief that your people are fixed in their talent, their current talent, skills, and ability, guess what? You will behave towards them in a certain way that makes your prophecy become true. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy in action. You will structure the environment where your people do not grow, where they do not change, where they do not become better. And then at the end of it, you'll say, see, I told you. You could never be any better than that. And you'll never see your hand in the process. Does that make sense? So try to have a growth mindset toward people. Believe that talent is not fixed, that everyone can learn to work smarter, learn to work better. And this is so true. I practice this with my own children. I practice it with my students. I always praise effort. I always praise effort. I never praise intelligence. Because if I praise intelligence, what I'm conveying to you is a fixed mindset. Oh, you're really intelligent. You might be more intelligent than he is. You know, that's how one of the ways that I reach the conclusion that you're intelligent is by comparing you to others. So I never praise those things that are fixed. I always praise people's effort. And I try to get them to move, to exert more effort toward the thing it is I want them to become. Does that make sense? When I see you doing something that I want you to do, I'm all over that. That's great. How can we do more of that? You know, what are some of the other things you can do to replicate that? So, praise effort. Praise effort, not just talent.